You can also do this with underglazes too, which is really kind of fun. And
can you do this graffito with underglazes, or will that be
absolutely.
Do
Okay.
pretty much all of the techniques except do they all work with underglazes?
It can, like the slip journaling, you gotta let it set up so it gets thicker a little bit because it doesn't always stay raised. But it works really well. Like I do it with the Sgraffito, I use it with the stenciling, I use it with this a lot, and I use it with the Mishma. So, and you can do it with the feathering too.
It's just getting those raised areas that's trickier.
Yep, that one tends to be a little trickier. So, you know, and this is kind of fun because you can let this sit and it can totally dry. So like I might make up a whole bunch of things and then let it sit out. Did I pull that from here? Pretend. Okay. So it's been sitting there forever and it can even dry, and I'll come back and I made my slabs, and then I can just lay this down. This is kind of fun because kids can share these, and you just lay it down. And if it's dry, it's totally fine. You can then just kind of lightly wet this, and the idea is that the moisture that you're rubbing onto it will kind of re-wet and re-release the underglazes or the slips, and I'll sometimes just roll, or maybe I'll just put impressions if I want like a certain texture, then I'll only pull up certain areas, and hopefully this is kind of let go, kind of see that it would kind of release, and it pulls the slip off. So like this is a little too wet yet, but this would kind of set up enough. So you'll get that release of the material back onto it. So it was kind of fast. I tend to like do like a dozen of these pages, and then we set them out and we let them kind of dry, and then we go back and roll them onto different stuff and kind of roll it with the rolling pin, and just kind of play with it that way.